You've heard devil, Satan, and demon used like they're the same thing, but the New Testament uses different words for different roles. If you merge them, you miss what the text is actually doing. This is Bible Decoded. We break down Greek terms, what they meant, how they're used, and what changes when you notice the difference. Here's the map. Diabolos is devil, a word tied to slander and accusation. Satanas is Satan, an adversary, an opposer. And daimónion is demon, often shown as influence, control, disruption. Same dark umbrella in modern speech, but the text draws lines. Start with diabolos. Diabolos is built around the idea of throwing accusations, not horns, not a costume. A role, undermining, misrepresenting, dividing people with charges. That's why when this word shows up, the tone feels legal, like a case being made, a reputation being attacked. Even when English translates it as devil, the function is the key. Accuse, distort, split. If you keep that in mind, the passages read colder, more precise. Now satanas. Satanas points to opposition. The adversary is the one who stands against, resists, blocks the path. It's less about accusation and more about conflict, pressure against direction, against purpose. Here's the clean contrast. Diabolos is the accuser, slander, charges, division. Satanas is the adversary, opposition, resistance, blockage. Same darkness in the background, but two different jobs. Now the word most people picture as a creature, daimónion. In the New Testament stories, the focus often isn't the look, it's the effect. Disruption, compulsion, loss of restraint. The person becomes less themselves, like something else has the steering wheel. That's why demon works best as a category of influence, not a cartoon image. So the difference is this. Devil, diabolos, is accusation. Satan, satanas, is opposition. Demon, daimónion, is influence and control. If you read all three as the same word, you miss the pattern. English often collapses these because the concept overlaps. Same moral category, same spiritual conflict. But the original wording still matters, because it shapes what the text is emphasizing in that moment. Here's the practical reading lens. When you see devil, ask, is this an accusation dynamic? When you see Satan, ask, what's being opposed? When you see demon, ask, what control or disruption is happening? That one shift makes the text sharper. That's the word map. Not sensationalism, precision. That's the word. Now read it differently.